All right, collectors, thanks for joining me today for all the fun stuff, all the shenanigans, all the pre-orders that are going on in our hobby. What a fun time to be a collector. I've got another monster haul. As we left off last week, there was a ton of boxes that showed up from Big Bad Toy Store, and we're going to go over those. Some of them are starting to be a little bit controversial. I don't know. I haven't got time to open any of them because I've been doing a bunch of stuff, right? So we'll do the haul at the end, and we'll go over some of that. But we've got a special segment on this episode, and it's all the fault of New York Comic Con. That's right. A bunch of the manufacturers out there shot their shot and got nothing to show for it now. I mean, that's usually the case after every Comic-Con or every major toy, fanfare. It's going to be quiet for a few weeks, and that's okay with me because I don't need any more stuff. Well, I say that, but then cool stuff comes out anyways. So, all right, let's get to it real quick. Again, not a lot going on. I covered a bunch of the stuff that I liked from New York Comic Con last week. You guys got a super long show that time, but we're just gonna have some fun this time around. Nothing too serious at all this time around, so let's just talk some fun. Number one, the Retro Striker Combo Articulated Roof Plate from Gridiron. That's what we're gonna talk about first, because you know this channel is mostly about, G.I. Joe, Valaverse, Gridiron, military 1/12 scale type of figures, but it doesn't preclude me from talking about Hot Wheels, from talking about wrestling, from talking about, all kinds of different little independent stuff that I like anyways. We'll share that as well. It's just mostly focused around that. Just, those things happen. Oh, and some, pop culture shenanigans too, because I grew up in the 80s. So, yeah, so here it is. I guess it's to make it look closer to the original Striker, right? Looks good. It looks good. I think I'm gonna order one just to have it. So here it is. Here's the order page, and I'll put a link in the description below. Here's what it looks like right here. It does have some updating to it, and it does have the lights and stuff, and it does, that. Actually, you need this. It just occurred to me. If that's what I think it is, if that mounts on there, you know what that means. You could take that off and use it on something else, and you can put something else on your Striker. So yes, I'll definitely be picking this up. Definitely worth the 30. Well, right now it's early bird special, so go get it. So here's a closer look at it right there. It just occurred to me. And here's what it looks like on the Striker. Of course, to test those wheels on the Striker that we got on the classified, they look so rink-a-dink. Now, you can disagree with me if you want, but them wheels look stupid. Just straight up dumb. But whatever. At a minimum, I gotta upgrade the wheels, so I'll be spending some cash on upgrading those wheels because they look dumb, man, super dumb. All right, let's go to the next thing. It's not a lot here, but again, special segment at the end. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it. I want to talk a little bit about Red Atlas Creations. Some of the funniest stuff that he does, but it's very well priced. Who doesn't need some donuts? What 12 scale donuts? You're in the office, you got to come in before your starts. You got to get some donuts on, right? You got to get, I'm going to have to edit that word out. But, before you start your major crime spree or your what is it, vigilante spree, you got to get some donuts, man. You got to be ready. And then you're also going to get the missile system wheel and tire upgrade, so you can get that. Then you got a track system for, either the Tiger Paw or the Vamp. I'm not a big fan of that, but I know some of you guys like those tracks and stuff. But to me, also the G36 3-pack with crate, that's pretty cool. That is very cool. So anyway, just some new things out of these independent companies that I like to talk about. You don't get this on very many other channels But these are some people that I follow that have a lot of heart in the community, that put out some great stuff for your 1/12 scale world building type of just creation. So there you go. It's fun to look at. It's fun to have. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about Valaverse. Titans Toy Expo. Man, I've been looking forward to this particular freaking Sidewinder Dia de los Muertos exclusive. I mean, I hope I get my hands on it, and usually Bobby is pretty nice about it. He puts it up on his website at some point so we can jump on it and grab a few. But yeah, I'm really digging this figure. I'm really digging this outfit. Yeah, I really like it. I wish I could get somebody to get their hands, their grubby mitts on it so I could get a couple. So, but anyways, looking forward to that. Looks really cool. If not, I'll just grab it from Bobby's website. And then we also have this from Storm Collectibles, Storm Arena. It's the whenever you do like a big combo move, I don't know if you play Street Fighter or not, but he turns into that purpley color when he's doing his thing and the purpley color follows him. Well, that's what they've decided to do here. I believe it's an exclusive, but anyways, they did that for Ken. They did that and they did that for Ryu. So good use of the. I mean, you'd have to buy like 3 or 4 of them to make the actual thing do its, the screen thing that it does back here. So what else? Blanca. I don't know which Storm Collectibles, but this is not the. This is not the arena version. This is like the bigger version. So they did a I'm not gonna get this one. This one just looks too weird to me. I never saw this one very much. So I'm okay with the one that I currently have. So pass on that. And then we have the Mask Wave 2. Again, I really like that they're doing this, but I'm not going to plop down money for this unless I get to play with it in hand. So loyal subjects, unless I get to see it at the store and hold it in my hand, or if it comes to me, that I'll plop down some money for it, but I'm not going to make any special kind of reach out for these. Don't get me wrong. I love that they're doing this, but I'm not going to make any extra effort to go get it. If I see it at the store, I might pick it up. Got burned before by loyal subjects. It's just that the quality was so horrible, You guys tell me in the comments below if you guys have had any experience with them or played around with them, and is it good quality? Is it not? I don't know. They're on wave 2 already, so something might have gone right. I don't know. What else do we have? Oh, the special segment. Here we go. That was it for the news. That's all that mattered to me. I mean, there was some other stuff that came out, but what are we talking about right now? What is newsworthy that you won't get on any other channel, probably, that you won't have a discussion about, but you're going to have it here? You're going to have it here. And I think this is fun because it's the, let me remind everybody, all these shenanigans that you see around me are absolutely optional. Nope, nobody's going to die if they don't get a toy. You might get some FOMO. You might feel a little bit down about it, but trust me when I tell you, every single toy I've ever wanted has made its way to me over the course of my lifetime. If I've really wanted it. I even recently got, as you knew, my top grail that I ever wanted at a super, super tremendous price. First appearance of the Punisher. I got it. It only took me decades, but I got it. Anyways, like I said, let's try to have some fun here. Let's try to be optimistic. That's because RossCon. That's right. We're going to talk a little bit about the stuff that we're seeing in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. 8.3, 8.5 million people thereabouts. We've always got some fluctuations, people coming and going, but that's the latest estimate. 3rd largest market in the country. That's why we have about 21 Rosses in my location. So yes, I can empathize with some of you guys that don't have Rosses in your location. I get it. You got to drive way out there. But you have to see it from business perspective, right? Do I build a couple of Rosses in a town with only 100,000 folks? Or do I concentrate my resources in a town in a metropolitan area with over 8.3 million people. We're bigger than Houston. So yeah. You want to put your stuff here? I know Houstonians, I don't know, would like to think that they're the biggest. They're big, don't get me wrong. Houston is big, and I've been to Houston, and I had a great time in Houston, so I'm not talking down to Houston, but they're no longer the big dog in the market. It's the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. That's why so many resources are being poured into this area, right? Why we have 21 plus Rosses in this area. So from a business perspective, yeah, you're gonna pour your money into this area because you have a better chance of making the sale. It's just a numbers game at that point, right? 100,000 people would probably generate one Ross. That's about it, at best. And you probably have to travel further out. It's just business. Just business. And I can empathize. If you go to one Ross, you only got one chance to get that. So anyways, let's talk about some of the things that we're finding at Ross in the DFW Metroplex area in Texas. So, and this is confirmed sightings from people that I very, very much trust and from my own two eyeballs. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at what's showing up at Ross. The big one, right? The big one everybody's looking for, Trypticon. I found the first, back in the day, I don't know, 2022, whenever it was, I found the first Trypticon. It was before COVID, so it might have been even further back than that. But the new Trypticon is showing up as well. What are your chances of picking it up? Don't know. Ross's shenanigans. Ross just gets a bunch of BS with no idea what they're getting. They can't, the store managers can't make the call. They just get a truck and they just categorize it into clothes, shenanigans, toys. They just dump stuff in those major categories and go. So what else? We've got the Batman 4-pack there, the animated one with the Joker, Batgirl, Two-Face, and I think that I can't make out that. Anyways, but the Christmas Joker. And then you also have, which I've seen and picked one up with my own eyes, the Batman animated series Batwing. One of the major scores of this RossCon 2025. What else do you have out there? Well, you have the Fantastic Four 2-pack of Wolverine and Spidey. You also have the Outrider showing up as well, and Baron Zemo and Arnim Zola. I really like those, and well, we'll get to those in a minute. I'll show you what my haul was from Ross this week, right? So that's what we're seeing there. What else are we seeing? Confirmed sightings. You won't get this anywhere else. You just won't. I don't think anybody else likes to talk about these shenanigans. We'll see how much heat I get. I don't know. What else do you got out there? You have some Super 7 Dungeons and Dragons. I know Hank is out there. Sheila, the girl, the thief, is out there. I've only ever seen the one that's invisible. You've got the skeleton guy, and the shadow demons are out there as well. King Kong from NECA, the Wolfman from NECA, as you can see here, and some TMNT from Grayskull figures are out there. TMNT crossover with Grayskull. As you saw in a couple of my videos, you saw them out there. What else are we seeing out there? The Wolverine and Psylocke 2-pack is also out there. Yeah. So, and then you've also got the AEW chases. I mean, I've picked up several chases for Razor. I mean, he's one of my friends that I trade with. I have a very specific and small set of people that I trade with, but Razor is one of the ones that I trade with constantly. So I picked up a few items for him, some chases and some other AEWs, and he's picked up some stuff for me. So that's fantastic. What else do we have? Here we go. Confirmed, there's the Shadow Demons from Dungeons & Dragons and the Super 7. We've got Tarn and Ferak, or Tarn and not Ferak Ramjet, but Ferak is also out there from the Transformers. And then we've got the 3-pack droids for $21.99. They're out there. Some of these, I remember the prices, some of them I don't. You know, if you watch my videos, I usually show you the price on the videos. But we're just talking about what confirmed sightings are at Ross. And if there's an issue with the price, I'll probably call it out. So $21.99 for 3 droids is not an issue. I mean, that's like, what, $6 a droid or something like that? It's just $6, $7 a droid. Not an issue there. We also saw the Howler and Sabine Wren out in the wild. I've seen it out in the wild. I didn't pick up any of those. Left them all there for the other collector. I think I saw 3 or 4 of them out in the wild. So there you go. Now this one does have an issue with price. It's the ATST Raider. Basically the chicken walker that showed up in The Mandalorian that was confiscated by the, I don't know, hooligans that were out there, right? The, I don't know, the Raiders, you know, that were out there. So it's selling, or the price on that is $50. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $50 for that thing. If I think they would have made a better. I don't know where they got $80 from. I don't know. Is it that much when it came out? I don't remember. But they're selling it for $50, and I don't think it's going to make. I think people are going to let it sit because I've started finding some 3 days ago, and I've gone back to those Rosses that are highly frequented, and nobody's picked them up. So they're going to have to discount them even more. So that's that. And then finally, let's get to some big hits as well. To me, these are the ones that really matter to me. Well, let's just start out with the ones that Sabine Wren's helmet. I believe I've actually found that one in the wild, but I didn't pick it up because I wasn't looking for it really. $25 for Sabine Wren's helmet. If you watch my videos, you saw me where I found it. And then you also have, this is the big one. This is a huge one too, but almost as big as Triptychon. Sabine Wren, or is it Sabine's lightsaber? I don't know whose freaking lightsaber that is. Is that Ahsoka? Who is that? Hold on. Who is that? It's the Black Series saber, but I don't know whose it is. I think it might be Sabine's. I don't know. It's green. You can see the picture of it right here. I'll probably post it in down here. I'll tell you who it is. But that's showing up for $25 or $30. $30, correction. That's insane. That's insane. We've got some Secret Wars showing up as well. I've seen the Iron Man one. And then the ones that super matter to me on top of Marvel Legends. I picked up a few. Well, you'll see in the haul. Helix, fantastic figure. Jinx, really good figure. And then one of my favorites, Sergeant Slaughter. Why? The figure is great, but even more so, and this is ridiculous, I need that bag. I need that duffel bag. I can't get enough of them duffel bags. So anyways, that's what I'm looking for. What are you guys looking for at Ross? Put it in the comments below. What kind of shenanigans have been going on at Ross? Let me know. Are you successful? Do you live in a community with not very many, Rosses? But if you happen to live in some of the larger communities, especially in Texas, anything over like 1 million people is going to get at a minimum 5 Rosses. So you're going to have to hit those up, see what they got. But like I said, I consider myself blessed and lucky that I live in an area that Ross has considered a high value target to target. 8.3 million people as customers. Yeah, you would target the heck out of that. So guys, let's get over to the haul. That was all that I had, the special segment. And let's see what we picked up this week. Let's get to those deals. Let's get to those steals. And then let's get down to the beatdown of the regular price and all of the pre-orders that got slammed into our throats. All right, collectors, let's go ahead and start with the steals and deals as we usually do. Number one, I did a trade with Mr. Collecting Havoc. And this is what we got for the trade. And this is what I said, this was the last. That's why I wasn't picking up any more Halo Troopers, because I got 2 from him on the trade. And then I got 2 of some of my favorite figures on that trade, which is number 1, a retro, old school Crimson Viper. Yes, please. And this is my favorite troop, the retro Crimson Guard. The retro Viper, Crimson Guard. That's this one. This was a retro Viper. I love this figure. It's a really great figure. And did you notice, in case you have a Captain America from the Gameverse, and he has a very crappy selection of hands, but it's a tremendous figure. His hands will not only match with Captain America, but I mean, he's got way more hands now too. So they match up pretty good. So, well, that's it from Collecting Havoc. I love trades because they're awesome. Let me turn you on also to something that I just saw. Believe me or not, and you can actually see this on my next video, how I got this, but this is crazy. So initially when I saw these figures, I was like, I'm not gonna pay that much for these figures. They don't look that good anyways, and the movie was kind of lackluster. So I was like, I'm not paying that much for those figures. I went and saw it. Oh, I also went and saw Tron Ares. Just a couple of thoughts on that. I'm just gonna take a break from doing this just for a second. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I didn't think it was all that great either. I thought it was okay. I think the best movies thus far to me are, of course, the first one, right? Because it's set, it's groundbreaking. But then the second one was also amazing to me. The visuals and the music made that one stand out in my brain, right? It's just amazing. That second one, and I hate to say this a little bit, might have been better than the first one. But Tron Ares it's okay. It's maybe like a 5 on a scale of 10. It's like 5 or 6. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's all right. Anyways, back to the toys. So yeah, when I first saw this particular movie, I thought it was a little bit of a lazy writing at the end. I was like, it feels lazy. And plus the characters, I wanted to see a different set of characters actually be this, and that is Thunderbolts. I picked these two guys up for $15. For $15, I'll pick these up. Absolutely, that's a great price. I don't know about y'all's Walmarts, because sometimes Walmart's just gonna Walmart, but all of these cats over at McCart, $15. Go! If you're in the Metroplex area, hightail it over to McCart over here. Not only that, they've got, we'll give you another hint if you're in the DFW Metroplex area. McCart has a full stack, fully loaded. You'll see it in my next hunt coming up on Wednesday, the next hunt video, Wednesday or Tuesday. Fully loaded stack at the Marvel Island. I mean, it is packed, like packed. You guys will see it. You'll see it. All right, what else do we have? Picked this one up at Target when I saw it. Some of you guys saw the video, and this is a no-brainer. $7 for a Cobra Commander. All day I'll pick this up, and twice on Wednesday or Friday or any day of the week. So yeah, $7. Look at that. $7. No brainer. All right, what else? Oh man, I guess we're getting into the raw stuff now. Are we? No. Before we get into the raw stuff, stuff that I found. 1 second, I got a company. Just had a delivery drop off. Anyways, back to it. I got this guy on sale for less than the cost of the police. Yeah, the ESU Legacy Police Officer. So I went ahead, I mean, it's, $32 for a Law and Order. That's a really good price. So it's on a secret clearance over at Target. So here's the UPC code. Go find it. I mean, sometimes they don't advertise these because, well, why would you? Why would I tell you how to save money? I want you to spend money. All right, let's get down to the stuff we found at Ross. Let me get it closer to me. Again, with the caveat that we're just at the beginning. Some of the Rosses in my location haven't even pulled out the red tables yet. Some of them have. And we got 2.5 months left of Ross shenanigans. I even left in my last video, because you guys say, you're always scoring the stuff. You're always getting the stuff. That's because I go to a bunch of Rosses. I mean, like I said, I go to 4 or 5. And I just don't go once. You can go every few days or so to see if they got new stuff. And again, it's just the luck of the draw. It's just luck. You know, you don't know. So I think everybody's going to have a chance at this, you know, but just got lucky, I guess. I don't know. And with more Rosses comes more luck. And I would imagine, again, playing the numbers game, Ross is going to send more of the hot stuff to a location where they know they can sell it quickly, right? Just put your business hat on, right? Just, you know, don't be, don't think like a regular Joe Schmo trying to save money. Think like a greedy executive and go, I need to pay my employees. I need to pay for their health premiums. I need to pay for all these things. Where can I, yeah, capitalism, I need to send it over there. I got a better chance of selling the hot stuff over there and I need money quickly. I mean, it's that no-brainery. So anyways, let's just go ahead and start with, let's just go ahead and start with this one. Found the Wolverine and Psylocke 2-pack. I actually found 4 of these and I didn't get to, I was so excited I didn't even put it on video. Maybe I took a couple pictures of it or whatever and I put it in the video as pictures. But I found these guys, yeah. So I picked up one, left the others 13, 14 bucks. There you go. And I can clearly tell you this time around, again, I saved hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. If you're patient and you're okay with playing the chicken game, sometimes you win. So 13 bucks, I think initially this sold for, I want to say around $40, $50. So that's a huge win there. Also found 4 of these so far, and one I sent to Art G, my fellow collector and YouTuber, and one I kept for myself, and the others I left for other collectors. So hopefully they'll pick them up. And that is the Fantastic Four Wolverine Spider-Man 2-pack. 25 bucks. This was a little more expensive. Not quite sure why. I don't know. Maybe they saw that this one would sell more. I don't know. They're catching on. They're catching on. I hope they don't catch on too much, because then RossCon will be RossCon. Anyways, I need to stop. All right, what else did we find out there? The Doctor Strange and Marvel Wong 2-pack. Who is it? Doctor Strange and Marvel's Wong. Sorry, children. Anyways, yeah, I picked this up. I like, you know, at first I wasn't, but then I thought to myself, I might be able to do something with these guys, especially he's got a lot of accessories. The only thing I don't like about this is that, oh, that plastic cape. Marvel? Hasbro? That plastic cape? Drives me crazy with them plastic capes. Boy, anger is such a nice word to say. I would say I detest. Is that a nice word? Is that a better word? Detest? Yeah, I'd say I detest. They're absolutely anathema to me, these plastic capes. No! Anyways, picked it up. I love the way the Doctor Strange looks. Definitely love this. I'm going to have to get a different cape for him. That cape is poop. All right. What else did we find? I've found this 2 or 3 times already out in the wild. I've only picked up one. I was going to pick up another one, but then I was like, you'll see it in my video. I don't think I didn't pick it up. I just needed another few of them. So just to have them, I guess, because I've already got regular ones. And then just throw these in there just to break it up a little bit, right? So Jedi Survivor droids. 3 droids for 22 bucks. Exceptional deal. All day. All day. All right. What else did we find out there? I picked up, these are the ones that I really like. These are the ones that I love finding because they're at the core of what I really, really like. And that is, I found a couple. I found more than a couple, but I've left a bunch of them. Helixes out there. So picked up a couple more helixes. I found some in box still out there when they were putting them out. So I just picked up a couple more. She's a great figure. If you don't have her, go grab her. And then I also found 4 or 5 of these. I only picked up a couple. And that is Jinx. It's a great figure. Great figure. $7.99. Looks like the prices are going up. Helix was $5.99. Roscon. Excuse me, don't. Ross. And then for the coup de grace, the coup de gracie, this is what I found that blew me away. Out in the wild, got one for my friend Art G as well because he was looking for one. Check this out. Hulkbuster, it exists. The receipts at Ross. Boom. So all that's left for me to find is the Trypticon. Doesn't matter how many I find of them. I'll probably just pick up the one because that's pretty much all I want. It's one trip. I don't have any room for any. I'm already stacked up with toys and stuff. So you know what? Where is it? I was gonna do the, one second. Let me get my nerd cred back on. These are my comic pickups for the week. Number 1, let's start off with some G.I. Joe number 12. There you go. Comic. First one. They told me I gotta pick these up before Wednesday or else there's a 2-week pickup at my comic book shop. If they stay here longer than 2 weeks, we're just gonna put them back on the shelf. So I gotta stay on top of it, man. And then also, G.I. Joe ARAH, number 321, right here. Check it out. With Cold Slither on the back. Very cool. And a very iconic looking cover from the Transformers. Check this out. Transformers number 25. Looking great. Look at that. Old school. Looks nice. I dig it. Love it. Finally, not finally, I got one more. Near and dear to my heart. This one looks great. Conan the Barbarian. Look at that cover. Looking good. Some fantasy artwork here on the back also. And that looks, I love that. Looks amazing. And then finally, I'm really digging these guys. They're just, I don't know, they're just fun. I grew up with them as a kid. I didn't know they came out that far back. They were a little bit before my time, but anyways, Herculoids. A little bit, but I still got to catch them. I got to catch them all in Spanish. Because apparently by the time I caught up to them, had already aired in, I think, the United States already. Or maybe it's just because they were only available in Spanish. I don't know. Anyways, let's get over to the regular haul. It's a whooping. All right, here we go with the haul. Number 1. This is just something, I really like this movie and it just came out. And I am a huge believer in physical media. Why? Because I don't have to beg a multimedia conglomerate. Please, sir, can I have access to the thing that I bought? Please? Please don't take it away from me. No, I get something physical that I can hold on to and I can play anytime I damn well please. So for those of you guys that started out on the path of digital and got slapped around twice now, I think Sony slapped you around once and maybe a couple of other sites said, oh, you know what, no, never mind, we're not going to give you access rights to that anymore. We're just going to take that away from you. So, I mean, go to stream that stuff at your own peril. I'll go ahead and get me a physical copy. So I don't feel like begging people for those digital media rights. Seems kind of dumb to me, but I have something tangible. Look, I can play this anytime I well please. All right, let's move on from that. I got this from a good friend of mine that happened to be in the area. Again, I'm highly grateful that he had time to grab one of these for me. Just very grateful. So anyways, I was able to order one from Hasbro Pulse. But again, highly grateful that my friend picked one up for me. Not only that, my friend got it signed for me. What is it? Pythona. Check it out, by the artist John Jiang. John Jiang. I think that's it. Don't crucify me if I apologize profusely if I said the name wrong. But that's, you know, thank you. So anyways, I got her. I can't open that one up. I'll have to open up the one from Pulse because I love that it was signed. That is fantastic. Fantastic. All right, what else did we get? Let's see, let's go ahead and start with, I found this guy at GameStop, the Joker. Had to pick him up. Where's, oh, there he is. So I not only found this guy, but I found another one. I didn't even put him in the pile to show you guys, but I found Joker out there with the wonderful, beautiful soft cloth overcoat. Why would you not do this on every figure is beyond me. If you can already do it, there you go. Because these overcoats are known to traffic cone figures. So you don't want that. You don't want to do that to your customers. You don't want to be evil like that. This is what else I found at GameStop. Digging the new show, the new season of Peacemaker. Really like this show, so definitely pick me up another one of those. The first, well, I had the first one and I sold it or whatever. It wasn't a very good one anyways. This one looks way better, much better. It just does. And look, a gun. Oh, so did the Joker. The Joker had a gun. In the end, McFarlane's going, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. Put guns in everything. So I'm very happy that he's finally going, I don't give a crap. Just put guns in everything. And here's what we're going to do. I warned you guys. I will not let these go to clearance. I just won't, because I'm probably going to pick them all up. So if I see any out there, I'm just going to buy them. And more so if they're cheaper than what they are on Pulse. And currently everything is cheaper than it is on Pulse. And that is, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 police officers this week. Everything I saw out there. There's a police officer, let me have it. Police officer, let me have it. Police officer, let me have it. So I told you guys, just like the Retro Vipers in my area would not go to clearance, these aren't going to go to clearance because I want them. I want them. And I'm not playing chicken with those. I'm not going to do it. Because a little sneaky feeling in the back of my head is saying, we're not doing that again. So we're not going to have those out. All right, let's move on to a bit. Now, this to me is odd as to why it's controversial. Because I'm starting to hear some rumblings online about maybe the quality or maybe the way that they're using them. I don't know. The first batch of these that I got, they weren't as bad to me. They weren't bad. They were actually pretty good. So I haven't opened up this second wave of figures. So I can't tell you one way or another if I agree or disagree with it. I've just heard some good things and I've heard some bad things. From what I can see, it looks pretty good to me. So let's just go ahead and start. All those boxes that were lined up at my door when I was doing the show last week belong to these guys, Monster Force. So let's just go through what I picked up because this is a lot of troop building as well. So Apophis Legion, there you go. Here's the UPC. You won't need the UPC code because they don't sell these at stores. So anyways, here's the Apophis Legion guy. Let me open the box up for you. That's what he looks like. Oh, super scary, super gross. There he is. So I got a couple of these. Push that over a little bit. Turn it to the side. And then I also got a couple of the Phantom Core right there. Let me show you a picture. Let me show you the inside cover. There you go. There's the guy looking scary, looking cool. I love all the accessories that they come with. So, and then I got a few of these guys, several of them actually, of the Lieutenant Griffin, the Eraser. I got 3 of them. And here's the box. Here's what he looks like. Looking cool. He's the Invisible Man, essentially. So, loving the way that looks. And then we got a ton of these guys. These are basically, I thought to myself, you know what? These are going to be my Cobra Troopers that have been infected. And I got 5 of these. 5? Yeah, 5 of these guys. The Apophis Legion Counterterrorism Unit. Because look at that. They're basically Cobra Troopers. See? Put a decal on that. Cobra jacked them up again. See, I got 5 of these bad boys. Got to troop build those. Cobra Troopers, always got to troop build them. The Donner Party, I got a couple of these guys. One to rock, one to stock. So we'll check that out. Actually, I don't do one to rock and one to stock on these most of the time. I actually do one of those for fodder. So I only picked one of this little gremlin dude up because he just tickled my fancy. I just like this. He just looks crazy. Look at him. He looks crazy cool. I don't know what it was about him that I just liked it. Just had to get them. So, and these last 2, they just look crazy, man. Well, not this one. This one, number 1, every army has to have a general, right? So there's the general. It's got different head sculpts on there. So fantastic. Loving that detail. And I like this one because he's very unique looking. I might buy another one because he just looks really cool. Dr. Caligari. He just looks cool, man. Look at that. Almost Red Skullish, if I don't say so myself. And I do say so myself. All right, then they had a bunch of these little weapon packs available also with extra head sculpts and stuff. So the first one is the Delta Red Nocturnal Operations Zombies loadout. That's what you get there. Let's see if you guys can get it better. I got a couple of those. You get a shield, you get a weapon, you get some stabbies, you get an extra head, you get a bunch of little cool stuff. And then I also got a Phantom Corps defense loadout as well. So there you go. Kind of the same stuff. Some more weapons. You know, different color shield, different head sculpt, just some different stuff there. So looking forward to opening that. All right, let's get back to the Joes. And then, well, here, hold on. Let me see if I can, we'll do the Joes all together and then we'll go over to the, start with the Marvel. I got a couple of, I already have one, and then I got a couple of these, but let me tell you a story on these. So I forgot to cancel these. So I'll definitely be taking 1 or 2 of these over to the Metroplex show, and you guys can be the beneficiary of that. The thing about the durometer, number 1, the figure is actually well articulated. Is it worth the $50? That's up for you to decide. Don't let none of these knucklehead YouTubers tell you what to think. You know, sometimes this is America, man. Make up your own mind. Do your own thing. Don't let people tell you how to think. You think. So to me, I bought it because I wanted to see it. And I wanted to tinker around with it. And, you know, he's Spider-Man-y. So I was like, oh, they're going to make him well articulated. And he is. The only fault that I see with this, there's 2. Number 1, the joint here, right here on the one that I have, is kind of weak. It's just, and then, but even worse is the joint that's right here at the thigh cut. I mean, I had to put so much shock oil to get that to turn and heat. Come on, it's maximum. Why am I on a premium figure, Hasbro, why am I having to dick around with it that much? I mean, I spent the better of 4 hours dicking around with this thing to work. It's just toys. But it's a $50 toy. Anyways, that should not have been the case for that. I do have a big problem with that because quality control should be better. The durometer, I think they would have done better on this action figure. The durometer is too rubbery. It's the wrong consistency. It's not right. It's like too rubbery. Less rubbery, a little more rigid. See, I'm already like a real action figure critique. The durometer is off. The hell do I know? The hell do any of us know about? One person who probably knows anything about making toys is Bobby Valla and maybe Gridiron and a couple other people. But man, don't listen to what I say. Don't listen to what anybody. Make up your own mind. Anyways, this is just for entertainment shenanigans. Cobra Desert Scorpion. I got a couple more of these because the Desert Scorpion is my friend. He's my emotional support animal. Always have been. So I used to live in the, how many of y'all know the RGV? Who knows the RGV? Who can tell me? The Rio Grande Valley. And we had a ton of scorpions. I would see them all the time. And not only that, I would see them with all the little babies on their back. It was whacked out, man. Anyways, what else did we get? Well, I got 3 of these in the mail. The G.I. Joe porta potty. I got 3 of the G.I. Joe porta potties. So there's that. And this came through the mail as well. Finally got Shima, I don't know how to, I'm just going to use the name, Garganatos over here. Finally came through the mail. I had already ordered him. I forgot to cancel this bad boy, so he came through the mail again. Another one of these. And then finally, I got it. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. I guess it just kind of came loose. See how it's loose in there? Anyways, I got another. I kind of want to troop build these because they look so cool, man. And I don't know why, again, I don't know why sometimes they put these on sale. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no but this one was $15. I'm not an idiot. Let me have it. So I don't know why it was the only one that they had there. Maybe that's why, but there's no rhyme or reason to some of the stuff. Why is that Thunderbolt's $15? I don't know. There's like 30 of them over there. That's why I can't tell you what to look for. It's just shenanigans. I have not seen an ice cream truck in my neighborhood and it just drove past you. An ice cream truck. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Did you like the RossCon? Did you like the RossCon segment? I just thought I'd throw that in because we have such, I'm also not using the microphones. Apparently some people were saying that it didn't sound great. And it's probably my fault because I'm not a professional artist. I'm not a professional recording talent. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just some knucklehead with an iPhone that likes to show you around toys. That's it. I mean, guys, well, other than YouTube pays me about $1 million a year to do this. It's just for fun. We do this for fun. But yeah, some people complained that you couldn't hear me very well. So that's why, until my brain can get wrapped around how to use a microphone properly, I'm just going to use the phone. It seems to be better. It seems to sound better. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, I will be, and some of these shenanigans will be, at the Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show. Come on by. Grab a deal, a steal, or a sticker. Talk some toys with me. Get some free treats. Probably going to give away some free candy while you're there. Yeah, let's have some fun. The costume contest is going to be happening as well. That's going to be a lot of fun, right? So guys, appreciate every single one of you. If you're enjoying the reviews, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you, there was 2 other things that I got. I got the Hunter, the tank from Ramen Toys. And if you missed it, link in the comment below. I did a review to the AMPHISBEANA? I don't know. The tank, the not Cobra tank from Ramen Toys that I got. Destro really hooked it up with this one. I mean, it's chef's kiss on that tank. Go check out the review. I compare it to the PHALANX, head to head to the PHALANX. Who will win? Go check out the video. All right, finally, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you're enjoying the reviews, if you're enjoying the news, if you're enjoying the customs, if you're enjoying all of my shenanigans, why not like, why not subscribe? The worst that can happen is you can meet me out at the Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show and get a dealer's deal or a sticker. Or just ignore me, I don't know. Whichever you like, it doesn't matter to me. So appreciate every single one of you. Special thanks to the members. Their input, generosity, and guidance allow me to bring you guys better content. As always, try to not take this stuff so seriously. It's supposed to bring joy to our lives. Take everything, not so seriously, except for plastic capes. Except for plastic capes. That, let it enrage you. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling my shenanigans out. All right, real quick, I forgot to mention, when I first started this channel, there was I remember my family cracking up at me, laughing about, you've got 15 subscribers, right? And I really didn't, I started the channel for 3 things, right? To enjoy the hobby, to grow the hobby, and to eventually have some influence on, when we're bigger, have some influence on the manufacturers to put forth a better product, a fair product for a fair price. And maybe give them some feedback, right? So they can do better by us and get a fair price for it. I mean, it's a win-win. Anyways, what I wanted to say is, just real quick, and thank you for staying this long to watch this, is that I am very grateful to everybody who has subscribed, who has come along for the journey, is supremely grateful to all the members who continue to inspire me, continue to educate me, continue to just have fun on the channel. But what I wanted to say was, we're very, very close to 4,000 subscribers. Gigantic milestone. Never thought we'd get there. And some of y'all ask, why are you buying doubles? Why are you buying doubles of stuff? Why don't you leave it? Well, guess what? Some of those doubles are going to go back to you. That's right. We hit 4,000 subscribers. And we're going to have a pretty big giveaway. Remember last year I did that giveaway? It was like for over $200 of cool stuff. Well, we hit 4,000 subscribers. I'm giving it back to you guys. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.